Some time ago now, I promised a very good friend of mine that I'd build him a Puja table. If you're not aware of what that is, basically it's a very small table for meditation and prayer purposes. And I've been putting off quite some time now, and he's probably been a bit too patient now already, so I've kind of promised I might get on with it. A little while ago, another friend of mine donated a TV, a standard sort of pine TV cabinet to me, which I was happy to take, obviously, because it's a free bit of pine. I was just looking at it one day in the garage, because obviously I took it apart for storage, and I was just looking at it one day and I thought, I know what that'd be perfect for, because it's basically already there. I thought it'd be perfect for the Puja table. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this TV cabinet and more or less just cut it down to size, because it's pretty much, like I say, all there. So we just need to trace out what the size is going to be, and then cut it down and assemble it. So basically this is the TV cabinet. We've got a couple of bits here, and there's a couple of doors over there and some various little bits of trims that go with it, but this is the bulk of it, and this is pretty much what I'm going to use for the cabinet. Although what I'm probably going to do is not use the main top piece, the big thicker piece. I'm probably going to use the bottom and, well, the two bottom pieces, and I think these are the sides. I can't quite remember, but I think I can more or less make it at least 4 pieces, and possibly these 2 smaller pieces here for the some side supports I'm going to put on. So basically, like I say, we're going to measure out, cut down and assemble. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make the tabletop. And if you notice here, there's lots of pocket holes and dowels that are sticking out of it. This is all from when the wood was assembled as a TV unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid them just by cutting those sides off, chewing them off, so it's not there anymore. It's actually going to be slightly less in width than what my original measurement was. It's going to be about 78, but this is going to end up as around 68 width, because of the way I'm going to have to trim all these bits off, like I say, because I don't really want to fill them in with wood filler, because I want to try and avoid doing anything like that. And also what I'm going to do is, because it's got this tapered section here, we're actually going to cut up to that line there, straight across, and then I've got another piece identical to get the width I want, or the depth rather. I'm going to join both pieces together. Now that I've cut the first piece, what I'm going to do is lay it on top of the second piece, and I'm just going to score a line with the knife around it, marking it out, and then do the same again, create a knife wall, and this is create the second part of the tabletop. Probably what I'm going to have to do is cut it down to size again in the middle, because the 2 pieces are going to be too wide for what I want, so I'm going to have to cut the second piece down, or the first piece either way, and then the piece that gets cut off of that second piece, if this makes any sense, is going to be actually used as a second, almost like a shelf area, but it will become clear as we go on. Okay. edges nice and smooth, we're going to make a groove in each piece to join them together, to put a strip in to join together. I've already done this piece here, and I've done that with my plough plane. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and cut the groove on the second piece. Okay, so I found a piece of old pine, I think it's from the bed frame, one of the many bits in the bed frame that I've used for other projects, that will more or less fit into the slot, but I just need to trim a bit off, plane a bit off on the ends. So I'm just going to take my plane and just hold it on my workbench here and just take a little bit off. Not too much, doesn't need too much, just a little bit. It's like it was made to measure. Now I'm just going to plane off most of the excess wax. Now to create a nice finish, I'm going to be using a breadboard edge, and to do that I'm going to use my rebate plane. Okay, just to explain what I've done here, I've started my cut with the plough plane. The reason why I'm not going to continue using the plough plane to the complete depth is because this section here, this guide on the plough plane, has cut this groove past my line of my cut here. Obviously that's okay if you're going to continue to the end of the board, but because I'm stopping short, it's going to create this horrible groove that I don't need. So what I've done is I've just started the cut with the plough plane, just so I've got a guideline to work with, and then what I've done after that is use the mortise chisel to cut out to the depth that I need to create the breadboard end for the tabletop.